This is Azul from the Union, and this is the Beer30show with Danny and Joel.
Portions of this program may not be suitable for those under the age of 18. Parental guidance is suggested.
Sponsored by Common Ground Golf Course, a place for all and all the game teaches.
Beer 30 is when you walk into a bar or a VFW, and in that 30 seconds, you can already tell.
That guy right there is drunk, that guy's an idiot, and that guy down there knows it all.
There are programs out there beyond the VA.
Many non-profit organizations. The Beer 30 Show.
It's the Beer 30 Show. Made by veterans.
All right, everybody, thank you for joining us again. Man, I'm having so much fun, Danny, with these new little buttons and stuff on this mixer. Everybody, we got a joy today. We are talking to Walt Fricke, and he schooled me. I guess I butchered his last name. So, Walt, thank you so much for joining us on the air. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Good to be here.
Awesome. So, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. And, Danny, I'll go ahead and let you ask the first question.
Well, how kind of you, Joel.
Oh, I'm telling you.
It's like we have this scripted or something.
No.
Who are you guys anyway?
I
think you dialed the wrong number. Who am I talking to?
Wait, that'd be fun. Did you
This
order
was a special
a large
edition of our
pizza?
prank calling. So Walt, could you tell us a little bit about Veterans Airlift Command and yourself, if you'd like, and how you guys got started? Yeah,
Sure can. We're a nonprofit that serves post 9/11 combat wounded with private air transportation for medical or other compassionate purposes. We got a network of about 2,500, 2,600 aircraft owners around the country who donate their time and aircraft and fuel and so forth when guys with prosthetics or burns or PTSD, traumatic brain injury kind of combinations that have trouble traveling commercially need to travel for medical or other good reasons. We call it compassionate purposes. We put them in a private airplane for free, and we've been at this about 10 years. This 2016 will be November will be 10 years exactly, and we've flown about 11,000 passengers since we got started. And airplanes in the air every day, going somewhere, taking somebody somewhere. Other guys need to go back to Walter Reed to get prosthetics fitted, or go to a wedding and they can't, they get difficulty traveling commercially. We put them in a private airplane.
that is awesome. And from what I understand is that Joel flew on one of your planes.
I don't know if he remembers me or not. I was the U.S. Paralympian that came to you and told you that my mother had passed away, and veteran Airlift, they were flying me back and forth to help me with the remains of my mother. I didn't have the money. I was like out of there with my emotions and stuff. So I don't know if Walt remembers that or not.
Did we talk?
Yeah, we talked.
Okay. Honestly, because we've flown 11,000 people, it's
oh
really
yeah,
hard
I know.
We've become friends with a good number of them because people don't just fly with us once. We'll fly guys, multiple times, like yourself.
Right.
And your voice sounded familiar, though. Honestly, I have a good ear for voices. Your voice does sound familiar, so that's why I asked if we had talked, because I thought you sounded like we have.
Yeah, Joel has a very distinct voice.
Yep.
Yes,
well, careful, Danny, because I'm going to remember years after this.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Trust me.
So, let me ask you a question. For the aircraft qualifications, Walt, can you very briefly, can you give us the qualifications? Like, can any veteran go on these flights, or is there what are the qualifications?
Okay, for the veteran, it's a post 9/11 combat wounded.
Okay.
So essentially, now it doesn't necessarily mean a Purple Heart, because there's guys with traumatic brain injuries that don't have a Purple Heart. That we take them. We'll take guys like to the Shepherd Center for treatment or different places. If they need to get someplace where they can get different treatments that they can't get at home or can't get at the VA. We'll take them to the place where they need to go. If they've identified a place that can handle the kind of medical treatment that they need, we'll get them there. So, the VA would pay you, they'll only pay you to go to the nearest VA, and they pay you 40 cents a mile or something, and that's, sort of a, I don't want to say it's a joke, but, a lot of their facilities aren't set up to handle treatment for various kinds of injuries. So we move a lot of guys to better places for treatment. Right. But it is post 9/11 combat wounded, so it's easy. If you got a Purple Heart, you're combat wounded. That's easy. If not, but if it's something that we can quickly, most guys you can Google them and find out if they're real. We've had very few people try to pull them over on us. We had one guy that we recently in the last year that tried to go get a service dog on us. Claimed to be a Marine, and the story got so outlandish. All we did was Google him, and with a story as good as he had, he would have come up. There'd have been all kinds of good stories on him, and the first story that came up was that guy was a fraud, wannabe guy. And we couldn't prove it, so we took him on the trip, and then we had the prosecutor or the sheriff meet him when he got back. And they figured everything out and ended up putting him in, taking him to court, and he ended up having to pay restitution and got on probation, and I think it probably got his attention. But stolen valor guys, we don't have a lot of that, but we don't appreciate it either because they're taking resources that belong to somebody else, and that's why we went ahead and went after this guy, so kind of set an example. We don't cotton the guys kind of phony and stuff on us,
Yeah, I'm hearing more and more about stolen valor these days, and I see more on the Facebook and YouTube and everything, and it's getting pretty ridiculous. And I just want to know what people think of when they're doing this. I mean, why would they steal valor from people who have earned it? I just don't get it.
Yeah, well, if they don't get it because they've never served, so that's,
That is very true, because once you do serve, you have a sense of respect for everybody else who has served.
Right.
So.
Hey, I want to challenge you guys with something. We've got a Facebook page, Veterans Airlift Command. A lot of your listeners are Facebook. And we're going to find out how many people are listening to you guys.
All right, there we go.
There we go.
Go to our Facebook page, Veterans Airlift Command, and like the page. That's all you got to do. We're not looking for donations or anything.
You heard Walt. Go to the Facebook page and like the page. And another question I was going to get ready to ask you, Walt, because we're kind of running out a little bit of a time thing here, but we know all the great work that you have done for our veterans, and I will say thank you so much for helping me and for helping my brothers and my sisters. Can you tell us how we can help you? Like passengers or,
That's probably
what can we do to help you, Walt? That's what we want to know.
That's probably the biggest thing. If somebody's going and looking at our Facebook page, they'll see some good stories on here of people we fly and how, that sort of thing. And you can link to our website. If you know a post 9/11 combat wounded guy that needs to travel and has difficulty traveling on commercial airlines, have him just go to our website. Just tell him about us. That's a big area of help, is just sort of outreach. You're reaching the community, so if you can put the word out about us and say, if you're combat wounded, post 9/11 combat wounded, check out the Veterans Airlift Command if you have travel needs. And I haven't seen anybody click a like on our Facebook page, so I think we're talking to each other. But so if there's 2 of you out there listening, go like our Facebook page, and if there's 200 of you, go like it.
There you go.
Let's encourage these guys if people are listening to them.
Well, I got one person that just texted in, said thank you very much, and they liked your page. So I know one person is. We got some people, all over the world. That's one thing that's great about this show. You was talking about stolen valor, Walt, and one of the things that this show is about is it's like stolen valor for nonprofits. There's a lot of nonprofits out there. We're not going to mention names, but they take, and we want to show people, not only promote it to other veterans so that they see that there are more programs out there beyond the VA, but we want veterans also to see the programs that are doing the right thing, and your organization is one of those. Real quick, before we get off here, Walt, other than Facebook page, what's the internet address? How can people get a hold of you? Give me a phone number or something.
Yeah, best place is our website, and that's where they put in a trip request if somebody needs to travel. It's veteransairlift.org.
Okay. All right. And, awesome. Danny, do you have any more questions you'd like to ask him?
Yeah, Walt was about to say something, so I'm going to let him go ahead and talk.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't. Whatever it was, I don't remember what I was. Lost my train of thought.
Well, I think that happens to us when we get older.
See, that's what you're doing. You just lost yours, so you're trying to hand it off to me.
Oh no, I didn't. I got a whole list of questions here I could ask you if I really wanted to. Well, if my dyslexia wasn't kicking in right now. If there's anything you'd like to say before you go, Walt, please feel free to.
Yes.
No, I appreciate what you guys are doing, and kind of keeping the fire burning for the brothers out there and sisters in arms, and tell them about good organizations and the place for people to go and hang out with their buds.
All right. Well, hey, Walt, thank you so much. We are going to break off to break, and hope to talk to you soon, my friend.
Okay. Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
Thank you, Walt.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Does a former drill sergeant make a terrible therapist?
And that's why yellow makes me sad, I think.
That's interesting. You know what makes me sad?
You do! Maybe we should chug on over to Mamby-Pamby land, where maybe we can find some self-confidence for you, you jackwagon!
Tissue? Cry, baby.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.